Hey y'all, welcome back to Leaven Kitchen. It's Fern. We're back with another video. We're gonna go over some more equipment today, and I'm super excited to show you what we have. So for today, we're gonna go over a few different pieces. We have a 60-quart mixer. As you can see, we have some attachments here. Nothing to it. It's gonna be very similar to what we went through before. If you've seen some of our previous videos with the little 20-quart guys, it's just a bigger mixer. So first off today, we're gonna go over the dough hook specific mixer. Now this is a mixer, it's made by a company called Lux. And a couple of cool features about this guy is it does have a couple timers. With the timers, you'll notice it will give you sort of a digital readout on this specific machine. Otherwise, it's simply off. You can go all the way to the left, turn these guys off. You have your start, stop. Important here, if you try to start it when this is down, definitely another tip for you. Just pull it back up, sort of spin it, pull it back up, and now you can start the machine up. You can also hit stop and then change, of course, as I messed up there, right? Pull it back up, change your speed. As with any mixer, before you change speed, you don't want to automatically do it. You want to hit the stop first and then go in and change your speed. You can pull up again, change your speed, and that's going to prolong the life of the machine for you. I have some sample dough in there. We have some pizza dough. I'm gonna go ahead and let it do its thing for a little bit. And then we'll zoom in a little bit into the inside of the unit so you can see a little bit of how it works. And then we're gonna finish it off with how to clean, right? So again, your main components, you have your machine. What's great about most of these units is some of them are on wheels. I've seen some that stand on a counter, right? But this specific one is on wheels. It's a heavy guy. One of the bigger issues with this guy is it can be a little bit difficult to clean, but again, we'll go over that process for you in detail. So again, we have our Lux dough hook mixer. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. So again, one of the safety features is this guard. This guard is on sort of a magnet type system where it's not gonna start until it's actually down. So if I wanna go ahead and start this up, this is gonna just go on that first speed for me. So that first speed, as you can see, it's going, it's doing its thing. As you can see, the dough is in there, it's doing its thing, right? It's kneading. So it's just a simple apparatus in there. There is a bar in there that cuts up that dough for you. The dough we have in there is just a small sort of test amount. But with that bar, it makes it real simple to sort of break that up for you, and it gets a consistent knead. So depending on your recipe, that's how long you're gonna let it go. We have another speed as well. Again, you crank that guy up, you'll notice it cranks up right away. It's just gonna go a lot faster for you. Personally, a tip is I usually don't use these timers. Usually an egg timer or an external timer is really the way to go. That way you're not fumbling around anything. If you have something else to do, something to prep, whatever it is, you can do your thing. Timer goes off, then you come back to your dough. So part of the safety features, again, are the stop button and also the guard. When we pull up the guard, you'll notice it's gonna turn off right away. That's beneficial for a couple different reasons. You can put more product in there, right? More ingredients for your recipe. Keep on going when you close it. So when you close it again, you just have to push the button, starts right up. If you're coming in here, you're looking in there, you're like, oh shoot, I gotta stop it. Again, you can either open it or you can just hit the emergency stop button. It's gonna stop the machine right away for you. So quick recap. Nothing to this machine. It has your dough hook. It's a stationary dough hook, so it's not gonna come off. It has the bar in the middle to help break that dough up and get a nice proper knead. 2 speeds, you got your timers, you got your stop. Again, really nothing to it. But now we're gonna talk about how to clean it a little bit. We're gonna zoom in a little bit on that, show you how to properly clean this machine. So now we're ready to clean this guy, right? So as with everything in the kitchen, if you've seen my other videos, I always preach unplugging, right? So you wanna unplug this guy as soon as you're ready to start cleaning. We're not only gonna clean the inside of the bowl, it's important to get any bits, any flour, any dough off of the outside of the machine as well. So we're gonna go ahead and unplug. Set this guy down gently. We don't wanna break it, of course. And then you have your basic sanitizer. So basic sanitizer will do. Spray it on there pretty well. Again, sometimes you'll get flour, things like that outside of the bowl. And as with anything, you always want to watch out for cross-contamination, right? Super important. We're cleaning every aspect of this machine. So when it comes to the outside, again, you spray it down, wipe it, and that's all there really is to it. You want to make sure you're wiping well and you're getting all that gunk, all that excess dough off of the machine. And again, that's not only going to keep it nice, clean, and pretty for you, it'll prolong the life as we go. So we're ready to clean the inside here. Of course, we've already unplugged. We've cleaned up the outside a bit. And a couple tools here to use. You of course use your sanitizer, your rag. I like having one of these brushes handy. So this one's a Scotch-Brite. Leaven makes one, right? But it has sort of those fine little bristles on there. It's two-sided. This is typically what you'll find if you're looking for like a pot pan brush, as opposed to a normal utility brush. This one has those fine bristles. It's a little bit small. It's going to make it simple for you to go into those nooks and crannies. First off, of course, at this point, you've already taken your dough out. So I'll do that now. And what you'll notice is I'm not necessarily struggling here, but I am doing a little bit of work to get the dough off because the dough has crept its way up the hook itself. So you always want to make sure you get all the dough out of there and ready to go to the next part of your recipe. So what I like to do, again, this is with it unplugged, you're gonna notice a few different things, right? There's dough still on the hook, there's dough on the bowl, there's dough here, but again, the main thing with this machine, it's not gonna come apart. So what I like to do is liberally spray the whole unit, the bowl itself. It's gonna help us loosen everything up, of course, while cleaning. But I like to start with a towel, and then that allows me to go in and make sure I'm getting all those little bits and pieces. You're going to notice there's going to be some dough on your towel, so definitely make sure you have a trash can ready and sort of get all that gunk off of there, or wash it off at your sink. Like to spray again, and then again, this is where your brush is going to come in handy. You got your small little bristles here, your bristles here, and now you can just sort of go to town on here. And you'll notice it's going to start to make it a little simple, especially around this part here and around the bowl itself, to sort of loosen up all that dough that has made its way in there. Now again, I do say unplug, but there are times, especially with this machine, since you can't take it apart, that you want to plug it back in and run it for a quick second so you can reposition this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Close this guy up. And then you just want to start it quickly, just so the bowl turns a bit and the hook turns a bit. And the reason for that is because that's going to loosen up some of this excess dough on the bottom of this piece here. So again, that'll just make it simple. Go in here. There are going to be times where you want to go ahead and rewash this guy. Just head to your 3-comp sink, spray this down a little bit. But go in here, take the excess dough off, throw it in your trash can, spray again, and then making sure you're going in there real good around the hook, around the bowl itself, and you're getting all those bits out of there. There's nothing worse than getting to work. Like, I'm gonna make a killer pizza, it's gonna taste fantastic, be fantastic, and then you have to spend 20 minutes cleaning up because this wasn't cleaned up properly before you started. So I think we get the point here, right? Unplug, undo, replug if you need to, adjust if you need to. But again here, a brush, sanitizer, a towel. These are all your friends, and this is what it's going to make it simple for you to clean up this guy, make it ready to go for that next time you need to come back and use it. Once again, y'all, this has been a live demo, live cleanup, live how-to, and walkthrough of the Luxe Dough Hook Mixer. Really nothing to it. It can be a little intimidating because it's so big, it's bulky. There's some moving parts in there that you can't just take apart, right? We can't take the bowl, we can't take the attachments to the sink. We got to do everything here. So hopefully this has helped you out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, follow us for some more videos, and come on back to Leaven and get your learn on.